Hey there, it's Corson-Knowles, #1 best-selling author of the Kindle Publishing Bible series. And right now in this video, I'm going to answer a really common question I hear all the time from authors. And the question is, how do I self-publish a book? Now, first of all, we have to understand, what do you mean by self-publishing your book? Do you want to create an ebook? Do you want to create a physical paperback book? Or do you want to create an audiobook? Those are really the three main types of self-publishing you can do today. So, again, ebook, paperback, and audiobook. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do one, two, or all three of them? That's the first thing to understand. Now, I recommend starting with ebooks. The reason I recommend starting with ebooks is because it's the cheapest, the fastest, the easiest, the most profitable in terms of the most sales volume and sales growth right now. And it's going to cost you a lot less money to do it than it is to do a paperback or an audiobook. Those are going to cost a lot more money than doing an ebook. So that's why I recommend starting with ebooks. Then the next one I would do after an ebook, if you want, is to do a paperback. Now, paperbacks are going to cost you more money, and right now, in the United States, the paperback market is about $10 billion in sales, and ebooks are about $4 billion in sales. But by 2016, those numbers are going to shift dramatically, and ebooks will actually be selling more in terms of total dollars spent on books. Consumers will be spending more money on ebooks than paperback books. So that's where the real growth is, all in ebooks right now, as well as there's a lot of growth in audiobooks, but audiobooks right now are only like 1 to 2% of the market. So, you really wouldn't want to start with an audiobook. You want to start with the ebook for sure, and then paperback, and then audiobook, because that's just going to make you the most profit and the quickest return on your investment of the time, the energy, and money that it takes to self-publish your books. So again, start with ebooks, then paperback, then audiobooks. So if you're going to do ebooks first, what I recommend is Amazon.com, publishing on Kindle. The reason I recommend Amazon is because they own like 66% of the ebook market right now in the United States. So they really just completely dominate the market. I mean, there isn't even a close second distributor of ebooks in the United States. So that's why I recommend focusing on Amazon. The other reason I recommend focusing on Amazon and Kindle is because they have a special program called KDP Select. And what KDP Select allows you to do is it allows you to give away your book for free for up to 5 days. And in return, basically, Amazon is going to promote your book and give you lots of traffic and lots of download. And it's a great way for a brand new author who's never published a book before to get lots of exposure, to get lots of new readers, to build a following, to build a platform. So if you don't have any experience at all as an author, if you haven't marketed any books yet, that's what I recommend doing. So all you have to do is go to kdp.amazon.com, kdp.amazon.com. If you have an Amazon account, just go ahead and sign in. If you don't, just create an Amazon account. It's really simple. You set up your bank account info, you upload your book file, you upload a cover, you tell Amazon what the title is and some other basic information, and you can see an entire tutorial on how to do that, how to upload your book to Kindle on my other videos, which is linked right below this one. So that's what I recommend starting with. Start with Kindle. It's the fastest, the easiest, the cheapest. If you want to get a cover designed for a Kindle book, you can go to Fiverr.com. There's lots of great cover designers on Fiverr.com for Kindle books. You might have to try 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 designers to get one you really like. But I mean, 5 times $5 is only $25. It's going to save you a lot of money as compared to hiring a traditional designer, which will cost you anywhere from $100 to $500 is the typical range of pricing right now. And you can even go a lot higher than $500 if you hire a really elite designer. So that's what I recommend starting out with, just if you're on a budget. If you're not on the budget, then go ahead, find a custom designer for around $300 to $500. They can design a really nice cover for you. But if you're on a budget, I recommend going with Fiverr, find a few designers on there, pick the ones that's best for you. So that's how you keep your costs low and start making sales with Kindle. The next thing you can do, it's going to cost a little bit more money, is publishing your book in a paperback. Now, the easiest way to do this and the cheapest way to do it is called print-on-demand publishing. A lot of people call it POD or POD, stands for print-on-demand. And print-on-demand publishing means that your book is published, but it's not actually printed. There are actually no copies of your book printed until someone buys it. So if you buy copies of your own book for inventory, they'll print them when you order them. If a customer orders from Amazon or from another website, they won't be printed until someone clicks the buy button and orders your book. And this is awesome for a lot of reasons. It's great because it keeps your overhead, your costs incredibly low. It's also just really good for the environment because we're not printing tens of thousands of books that aren't going to be sold. We're printing only books when people are going to buy them. So go to createspace.com. Again, you have to create an account here, log in. This is going to be a little bit more time intensive. It takes quite a bit more money to hire the right people to help you out. What you need here to hire someone or to learn how to format your book for paperback. It's very complex, much more complex than formatting a book for Kindle, which is relatively easy, and you can get a tutorial for that as well in my other videos linked below here. It's a lot more work to publish, to format a book for paperback. So I recommend hiring someone. You can use Craigslist or Guru.com to find someone who formats paperback books, but this is going to cost you a little bit more money, anywhere from $50 to $500 for formatting a paperback, depending on how fancy you want it and who you hire. So after that, you need a paperback cover design. And again, this is more expensive because instead of, for a Kindle book, for an ebook, all you need is the front cover design. But for a paperback book, you need the spine and the back design. You need it takes a lot more work for the designer to edit, to create that cover. It's going to cost more money. Again, you can find people on Fiverr for really cheap. Again, you're going to have to hire several of them probably to find someone who does a good job at it, or you can pay a regular designer a couple $100s to do a paperback cover design for you. Once you've got those two things in place, then it's relatively easy to go ahead and publish your paperback on createspace.com. Alright, now the final thing that you can do is publish your book as an audiobook. And again, right now it's only like 1 to 2% of the market, so there just aren't a lot of audiobooks out there. There aren't a lot of customers buying audiobooks right now. I know everyone's heard of audible.com and iTunes, and we all know that there's audiobooks being sold out there, and maybe you and I even listen to audiobooks, but it's just not a big part of the market right now, and it does cost a lot more money to do an audiobook. The reason is because you have to hire a voice actor or voice talent to record your book for you. Now, there are different sites and services you can use to find people, but if you really want a professional voice actor to record your book for you, it's going to cost quite a bit of money. Now, the other option you have is to record the book yourself. But again, you're going to have to invest quite a bit of time and money in that because you're going to need a really high-quality microphone. You're going to need someone who understands how to edit the audio for your file. If you don't understand editing, then you have to hire someone to edit the audio for you, in addition to investing in a really high-quality microphone and probably some software as well to render the final audio file. So that's how you do it. So that's ebook publishing, paperback publishing, audiobook publishing. You can do it all yourself. You don't have to have a publisher. It's great sometimes to have a publisher to help you promote and market your books and get you publicity and all this great things that publishers do. But if you're looking to self-publish, I recommend start with Kindle books. If you start making some good money with your Kindle book, then I recommend going to paperback, because if you've proven sales for your Kindle book, then you're probably going to have some good sales for your paperback as well. And so that extra investment of time and money you're going to have to use to publish paperback is going to be worth it. And then if your book does incredibly well, and both your paperback and your Kindle book are very profitable, and you've got enough money then to invest in either the voice talent or the professional equipment and time that you need to create the audiobook, then go ahead and do the audiobook finally. So that's what I recommend for self-publishing. Hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them below, or come join us at ebookpublishingschool.com, where you can get an entire free video training course on how to publish your books on Kindle and how to market your books and how to create a full-time income as an author. Okay? I'm wishing you an incredible day. Talk to you soon. Take care.